Prince Charles made the joke during his speech at the Prince's Trust Awards trophy ceremony in St. James Palace. The Prince's Trust is a charity that aims to help young people into jobs, education, and training, with free courses and support. The heir to the British throne was thanking various sponsors of the event and shared a story about a trip he made to a local TK Maxx in the UK, store. The Prince described how, as he was having a private tour, swathes of shoppers waited outside so they could get their shopping done. The story was heard by guests including actor Richard E. Grant and Vogue UK's editor-in-chief Edward Enninful. He said, "I remember there were an enormous number of people who were trying to get in, as they were waiting for me to get out." He then added, with perfect comedic timing, "Story of my life." Although this joke could be deemed a bit insensitive as it's in the wake of the Queen spending a night in hospital, only days after the Queen's health-worried royal fans' seasonal cold ends her Northern Ireland trip. However, Prince Charles admitted he was reduced to tears after hearing his son Prince William opened up about his plans for his royal inheritance. The Duke of Cambridge, who is second in line to the throne, discussed the subject in the 2019 documentary Prince Charles, Inside the Duchy of Cornwall. Speaking to Mervyn Keeling about inheriting the estate when the Queen dies and he becomes the Prince of Wales, he said, "I've started to think about how I will inherit the duchy one day and what I do with it. I think it's really important, about the family angle, I really do." He added he'd also thought about passing the estate on to his own children when the time comes, many years down the line. Charles has now revealed he was incredibly moved by his son's words. He said, "When I saw it, I couldn't believe it. I was deeply touched and moved by what he said. Frankly, it reduced me to tears. It did really, because I suddenly thought, well, just hearing that from him made the last 50 years worthwhile." On Sunday, the Duke of Cambridge made his dad proud once again at the first ever Earthshot Prize ceremony, which he has launched to encourage innovative ideas to save the planet. Speaking before the ceremony, Charles spoke of his admiration for his eldest son. He said, "I am very proud of my son, William, for his growing commitment to the environment and the bold ambition of the Earthshot Prize. As a world we need to come together to inspire, reimagine and build the sustainable future we so desperately need. Over the coming decade, with future generations in mind, the Earthshot Prize, and its inspirational nominees, will help us find the innovative solutions." The past few years have seen the family's close bonds tested, after Prince Andrew's friendship with convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein was called into question and Meghan Markle and Prince Harry quit royal life. But it's reported that the turbulence of the last few years has brought Charles and William closer together. Royal expert Emily Andrews claimed, "Over the past 2 years the two men have become much closer, their bond much stronger. Partly, this is natural as they get older and realize their shared values a current Prince of Wales and his successor in protecting the monarchy. But also, it has been a necessity as the institution has suffered blows to its reputation." On the other hand, reports began circulating last year when Meghan and Harry stepped down as senior members of the British royal family. The pair then took part in an exclusive interview with Oprah Winfrey, where they detailed the strained relationship with Harry and his father. Harry claimed, "I didn't see a way out. I was trapped, but I didn't know I was trapped. Trapped within the system like the rest of the family. My father and my brother are trapped. They don't get to leave and I have huge compassion for that." He also added that his father stopped taking my calls, before admitting, "I feel really let down." He's been through something similar. He knows what pain feels like. I will always love him, but there is a lot of hurt that's happened. Royal biographer Andrew Morton spoke to experts Christina Garibaldi and Molly Mulshine on the Royally US podcast. He said, "If I was Prince Charles, I'd be looking for a pile of coats to hide under. I think that the book that's going to come out next year is written by someone who spends a lot of time investigating father-son relationships." He ghost-wrote a book on Andre Agassi, who had a difficult relationship with his father. "So I think we're going to see Charles once more in the firing line. If I was Prince Charles, I'd be looking for a hard hat and a flak jacket." The relationship with his father has deteriorated in the past year, with Harry being increasingly vocal about the family he was born into. In a podcast in May, Harry stated that Charles treated me the way he was treated. "We as parents should be doing the most we can to try and say, you know what, that happened to me, I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen to you." Harry has vowed to break the cycle of pain for his own children, Lilibet and Archie. Speculation has worsened since Harry has not returned to the UK to christen his daughter, Lilibet, which would be breaking royal tradition. A spokesperson for the Sussexes also announced that the pair wouldn't be heading back for the memorial party for Princess Diana that happened earlier this week.